Capricorn, if you clicked on this reading because you need to know if this person is finally going to make a move, you are exactly where you need to be. They are deeply, undeniably in love with you, and by the end of August 2026, they are going to cross the line from silence to action. But there is a hidden secret behind their recent distance, a massive realization they've been keeping to themselves that is about to completely shatter everything you thought you knew about their hesitation. Before we unlock this, tell me where you are watching from in the comments, and subscribe to Trusted Tarot right now to claim this beautiful incoming energy. Do not scroll past this. Do not let the algorithm swipe you away, because this message is arriving at the exact right moment, guided by a force much larger than random chance. Your higher self, your intuition, the very spirit of the universe orchestrated this exact click. You were meant to hear this now. You have been asking the universe for a sign, asking for clarity, asking if the connection you feel is real, or if you are just imagining things. The universe heard you, and it brought you here to give you the absolute truth. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine appointment. Your soul recognized the frequency of this video before your conscious mind even processed the title. Let us talk about your body, because your body knows before your mind does. You have been feeling it physically, haven't you? That sudden, unexplained flutter in your chest when you are just sitting still. A restlessness that keeps you tossing and turning, making it impossible to get comfortable in your own skin as you feel a tight tension in your jaw and your shoulders. Physical manifestation of holding onto so much unspoken energy. You find yourself checking your phone every 5 minutes, almost feeling a phantom vibration, just waiting for a notification that you somehow know is coming. You are waking up early, right before your alarm goes off, with your heart beating just a little bit faster than usual. And this unusual emotional sensitivity has been catching you off guard. You might find yourself tearing up at a simple commercial, or feeling a sudden, overwhelming wave of nostalgia for a moment you shared with them. These are not random symptoms. These are somatic confirmations. Your nervous system is literally rewiring itself to prepare for a massive shift in your reality. The energy is already moving, and your physical vessel is just catching up to the spiritual truth. And then, there are the nights, the dreams and the subconscious pings that have been invading your sleep. You have been dreaming of them, Capricorn. Not just random, hazy flashes, but vivid cinematic replays. You are dreaming of walking with them, hearing the exact cadence of their voice, seeing them look at you with an intensity that wakes you up in a cold sweat. You are seeing profound symbols of commitment in your sleep, a heavy gold ring. Doorway opening into a bright light, key being handed to you when you wake up. These dreams linger, they feel more real than the waking world. And in your waking life, the synchronicities are undeniable. You are seeing 1111, 222, and 444 constantly. You see their name in crowds, in songs on the radio and the titles of books. Your intuition is screaming at you, giving you these repetitive mental pings that say, they are thinking of you, they are coming back, something is shifting. You are not crazy, you are not imagining this. The psychic tether between you and this person is vibrating at an all-time high. But to understand what is about to happen, you need context. You need to understand what has been happening in the other person's internal world, because their silence was never about a lack of love. In fact, it was the exact opposite. This person has been going through a massive, almost agonizing internal reckoning. They have been sitting in the quiet, staring at the ceiling, realizing just how deeply they have fallen for you. They have been battling their own fears, their own insecurities, and the heavy pressure they put on themselves to get things exactly right. They realized recently that they cannot lose you, and that realization terrified them. They have been remembering every single detail about you, replaying your conversations, analyzing their own past mistakes, and preparing themselves for a turning point. They are standing on the edge of a massive decision, gathering all their courage, because they know that the move they are about to make will change the trajectory of both your lives forever. But before I tell you exactly what that move is, and exactly when it is going to happen, you need to understand the spiritual timing of this entire situation. You, as a Capricorn, know all about patience. You understand the value of hard work, of building things brick by brick, of waiting for the right time to harvest what you have sown. But this waiting, this agonizing, heavy pause with this specific person, it has been breaking you. You have spent countless hours analyzing every word, every silence, every subtle shift in their energy, convinced that their hesitation was a reflection of your worth. You thought that if they truly wanted you, they would be here. But I need you to understand the profound truth of their delay. Their silence was never about you not being enough. In fact, it was because you were too much. You are prize Capricorn. You carry frequency, depth, and a level of devotion that intimidated them. They looked at you and realized that to be with you, they would have to level up. They would have to confront their own unresolved baggage, their past failures in love, and their deep-seated fears of not being able to provide the stability you deserve. They had to go into the shadows of their own mind and fight their demons so they could finally come back to you in the light. They were not walking away, they were doing the internal work required to stay. Before we step into the exact moment this energy shifts, I need you to pause and anchor this reality. If this message is resonating with your spirit, if you feel that little spark of hope igniting in your chest and dissolving your anxiety, I want you to officially join our circle here at Trusted Tarot. Hit that subscribe button right now. Let the universe know you are ready to receive by typing the word ready in the comments below. This isn't just about growing channel, it is a spiritual commitment. When you claim this energy publicly, you are telling the universe that you are open to the miracles that are about to unfold in your love life. You are signaling that you are done accepting crumbs and ready for the feast. Now, let us talk about the move, because the time for hiding is over, and the dam is finally going to break. Around the powerful energy of August 20th, 2026, the universe is going to force their hand. This is not going to be a casual check inches. This is not superficial text or thinking of you meme to test the waters. This person is going to come to you with profound, unfiltered, and deeply emotional confession. They are going to lay their cards completely on the table. They will reach out likely through a long, intensely vulnerable message or a phone call where you can literally hear the shaking and the emotion in their voice, and they are going to admit everything. They will tell you that they have been absolutely terrified of how deeply they have fallen in love with you. They will explain the silence, not as an excuse, but as a confession of their own fear. They will apologize for making you feel anything less than completely cherished, and they will look you in the eye, even if it is through a screen, and tell you that they have made their decision. They have decided to make a move, and this move is a full, unconditional surrender. They are offering you their heart, completely unprotected, asking for the chance to finally do this right and build the future they have been dreaming about in secret. But here is where I need you to listen to me very carefully. Here is the spiritual warning for this specific transition, and you must heed it. When this message comes, when they finally break the silence and pour their heart out to you, your Capricorn instinct is going to be to put up a massive shield. You have been hurt, you have been disappointed. You have spent so many nights crying yourself to sleep, wondering what you did wrong, wondering if you were just a placeholder. So when they finally offer you the love you have been starving for, your ego will want to protect you from getting hurt again. You might feel a sudden, overwhelming urge to pull away, to play it cool, to act indifferent, or to test them to see if they are really serious. Do not do this. I am warning you right now. Do not let your old pain distort this new message. If you put up a wall when they are finally taking theirs down, you will break the fragile courage it took for them to reach out. You need to receive this clearly, not defensively. When the notification comes, pause before you react. Take deep breath. Let your heart be soft. They need to see that it is safe to be vulnerable with you, because if you react with coldness, they will retreat back into their shell, and the timing will be lost. You might be asking yourself, why now? Why, after all this time? After all the silence and the distance, is the universe suddenly accelerating this timeline? Why is this massive shift happening right at the threshold of August 2026? Capricorn, you are ruled by Saturn, the planet of time, karma, structure, and profound delays. You already know that nothing good comes to you easily, and that the things that take the longest to build are the only things that truly last. But you need to understand that this delay was not punishment. It was a divine quarantine. The universe had to hold this connection in a state of suspended animation, because neither of you was fully ready to hold the weight of the love you are about to create. If they had come to you 6 months ago, or even 3 months ago, they would have brought their unhealed fears, their unresolved doubts, and their fragmented energy. And you, my dear Capricorn, would have accepted it, but it would have slowly drained your spirit. The universe protected you by enforcing this pause, but the cosmic clock has now struck the exact hour. The energy of August 2026 represents a massive celestial clearing, shedding of old skins, and the closing of karmic cycles that have kept you both stuck in this push and pull dynamic. The divine window is opening because the energetic cord between you two has reached its absolute maximum tension. Think of it like a rubber band stretched to its very limit. For months, they have been pulling away trying to create space, trying to convince themselves that they need to be independent, that they need to figure their life out before they can commit to you. But the universe has been pulling them right back toward you. And recently, they felt the snap. They felt the energetic tether fraying. They woke up in the middle of the night with a sudden, terrifying realization that if they did not act immediately, they were going to lose you forever. They looked into their future, and they saw a life without you in it. And the sheer emptiness of that vision broke them open. It shattered their ego. It broke through their pride. It forced them to drop the illusion that they can control the timing of their own heart. This is the divine window. It is the moment when human resistance finally surrenders to divine orchestration. They have realized that no amount of career success, no amount of personal achievement, and no amount of logical planning will ever fill the void that only your energy can fill. They have been looking at their life, looking at the foundations they have built, and realizing that a house without you in it is just an empty structure. They want to build a home with you. They want to merge their life with yours. And this realization did not come lightly. It came after weeks of deep, agonizing introspection. They have been journaling, they have been meditating, They have been talking to their higher self, asking for guidance on how to fix the mess they made by pulling away. And the guidance they received was clear: go back, surrender, tell them the truth. Make the move, but I need you to understand the sheer magnitude of what they are preparing to do, because this is not just a casual return. This is a full-scale energetic realignment. When they reach out to you in this August window, they are not just bringing words, they are bringing a completely transformed version of themselves. They have done the shadow work. They have looked at their avoidant tendencies, their fear of engulfment, their fear of not being enough for a powerful Capricorn like you, and they have actively chosen to dismantle those fears. They are stepping into their masculine, their protective, their provider energy. They want to be the one who takes care of you, the one who secures the future, the one who puts a ring on your finger and claims you in front of the world. Yes, you heard that correctly. The energy of commitment, of marriage, of a lifelong, unbreakable covenant is heavily woven into this transmission. They are not just thinking about dating you, they are thinking about building a legacy with you. Yet, as this beautiful, heavy energy rushes toward you, I know there is a part of you that is still holding its breath. I know that despite all this validation, despite all these signs, there is a quiet, lingering exhaustion in your soul. You have been the strong one for so long. You have been the one holding the vision of the relationship together in the ether, doing all the spiritual work, praying for the shift, keeping the faith when everything in your physical reality told you to give up. You have carried the emotional weight of this connection on your shoulders, and it has tired you out. You are so deeply tired of hoping, tired of waiting, tired of being the one who cares more. And it is completely valid that you feel this way. Your exhaustion is a testament to your devotion. But I need you to hear me when I say this. You do not have to carry it anymore. The baton is being passed. They are stepping up to take the lead, to do the pursuing, to do the proving. You are finally allowed to put the heavy armor down. You are known for your strength, Capricorn. You are the architect of your own life, the one who builds fortresses out of discipline and resilience. You have spent so much of your life being the rock for everyone else, the one who holds everything together when the world threatens to fall apart. But inside that impenetrable exterior, there is a tender, deeply feeling heart that has been quietly begging for consistency. You have carried the weight of this connection alone for far too long, and I need you to know that I see how exhausted you are. I see the late nights you spent staring at the ceiling, convincing yourself that detachment was the only path to peace. I see the moments you almost deleted their number, the times you told your friends you were completely over it, the mornings you woke up with a heavy chest, trying to force yourself to let go. You told yourself you were fine, that you had moved on, but your spirit always knew the truth. The truth is, you never stopped loving them, you just stopped expecting them to show up. And ironically, that is exactly why they are showing up now. The moment you released your desperate, white-knuckled grip on the outcome, the universe was finally able to step in and pull them back to you. Remember that specific dream I mentioned earlier? The one where you are standing in a quiet, sunlit space, perhaps a room or a garden you recognize, and they walk in not with hesitation, but with absolute, grounded certainty. In the dream, they do not say a word at first. They just look at you with a profound, overwhelming sense of relief, as if they have finally found their way home after being lost in the dark for years. That was not just your subconscious playing tricks on you. That was a soul-level preview. That was your higher self showing you the exact blueprint of what is about to manifest in your physical reality. Your body has been preparing for this reunion long before your mind was ready to accept it. The flutter in your chest, the sudden warmth in your hands, the inexplicable sense of calm that washes over you at random. Unexpected moments, these are not random glitches in your nervous system. These are the echoes of that future moment bleeding into your present. Your energy is already aligning with the reality where they are standing right in front of you, choosing you. Finally and completely, but here is the crucial guidance you must internalize, the spiritual warning that will determine the trajectory of this reunion. When this person finally makes their move, your mind will try to sabotage your heart. Your Capricorn mind is brilliant, analytical machine. It has been trained by past disappointments to look for the catch, the hidden agenda, the inevitable letdown. When they send that message, when they make that call, your first instinct will be to dissect their words. You will read between the lines, searching for the flaws in their apology. You will wonder if this is just a momentary weakness, fleeting bout of loneliness, or a temporary lapse in their judgment. You will want to test them to make them prove it, to protect yourself from the vulnerability of hoping again. I am telling you right now, with absolute spiritual certainty, do not let your trauma response hijack your destiny. Do not let the ghosts of your past dictate the reality of your future. You must learn to receive this energy with an open hand, not a clenched fist. If you meet their vulnerability with skepticism, if you answer their heartfelt confession with cold, calculated detachment, you will send them running right back into the shadows. They are stepping out into the light, trembling, offering you their most fragile, authentic self. They are laying down their armor, and they need to know that this space is safe. They need to see that the Capricorn they love is still in there, beneath the layers of self-protection and justified anger. When the moment comes, take a deep, grounding breath before you reply. Let their words land in your heart, not just your head. Allow yourself to feel the sheer, overwhelming relief of being chosen truly and deeply chosen, without immediately questioning the validity of it. You do not have to figure it all out in a single second. You are allowed to simply receive. This moment is not just about romance. It is about healing a very old, deeply rooted wound within you. It is about proving to the part of you that has always feared abandonment that you are, in fact, unforgettable. You are not a temporary stop on someone's journey. You are the destination. This person has realized, through their own painful process of isolation, that every road they tried to walk down without you eventually led them right back to your doorstep. They are done wandering. They are ready to build. And you, my beautiful, resilient Capricorn, are finally ready to be built with. You are allowed to be soft. You are allowed to be cherished. You are allowed to finally exhale the breath you have been holding for months. The universe is holding the space for you now. You do not have to carry the weight of this connection alone anymore. They are stepping up to take the lead, to do the pursuing, to do the proving. Your only job right now is to stay open, stay grounded, and prepare your heart for the beautiful, life-altering shift that is already in motion. I know exactly what your mind has been whispering to you in the dark, Capricorn. I know the specific quiet terror that creeps in when the house is still and the world is asleep. You have been battling the intrusive thought that they have actually moved on. You have been torturing yourself with the idea that while you were sitting here holding the space, analyzing every memory, and doing the spiritual heavy lifting, they were out there living their life unbothered, free, and entirely detached from the energetic cord that still binds you to them. You have looked at their social media, or you have imagined them with someone else, and a cold, heavy stone of grief has settled in your stomach. You convinced yourself that your silence was the final period at the end of their sentence. But I need you to listen to me very closely, because the universe is about to shatter that illusion completely. They have not moved on. In fact, they have been living in a state of suspended animation. While you thought they were out there exploring their options, they have actually been in a self-imposed isolation, entirely consumed by the realization of what they almost lost. Every time they tried to date, every time they tried to connect with someone new, they were met with a profound, suffocating sense of comparison. No one else speaks their language. No one else challenges them. No one else makes them feel that deep, terrifying, soul-level recognition that they feel when they are in your orbit. They tried to force themselves to care about other people, but their heart kept flatlining. They realized that they cannot replicate what you have. You are not a placeholder in their life. You are the standard by which they measure everything else, and everyone else is falling desperately short. They have been sitting in the quiet, acutely aware that they made a massive mistake by pulling away, and they have been silently grieving the distance between you. But here is the secret, the hidden layer of their internal world that they haven't told anyone, not even their closest friends. They are not just sitting in their feelings, they are actively, practically preparing for you. Because they know you, Capricorn, they know that you do not just want pretty words. They know that your love language is consistency, security, and tangible action. They know that if they come back to you empty-handed, with nothing but an apology and a promise to do better, you will rightfully turn them away. And they respect you far too much to insult your intelligence. So, behind the scenes in the shadows of this past year, they have been working tirelessly to build a foundation worthy of you. They have been restructuring their life. They have been fixing their finances, stabilizing their career, and clearing out the chaotic, ungrounded energy that they know would have toxic effects on your relationship. They are preparing to come to you not just with a confession of love, but with a blueprint for your future. They want to walk up to you and say, I have figured it out. I have secured my life. I am ready to provide for you. I am ready to be the partner you deserve. This is why the timing is locked into August 2026. They needed this exact window to finalize their practical preparations so that when they make their move, it is with absolute unshakable certainty. They are not coming back to figure things out with you. They are coming back to start building with you. They have been looking at rings, looking at properties, looking at the long-term legacy they want to create, and they have realized that none of it means anything if you are not standing next to them to share it. Now, I need you to take a deep breath and let this next truth sink into your bones. I need to speak directly to the exhaustion in your spirit. You have been carrying the belief that you are somehow too much. You have been told, or you have convinced yourself, that your need for depth, your demand for loyalty, and your intense, all-consuming way of loving is a burden. You have shrunk yourself. You have tried to play it cool. You have tried to act like you don't care as much as you actually do, just to make them feel comfortable. But my dear Capricorn, your intensity is not a flaw. It is your superpower. Your depth is exactly what this person has been starving for. They pulled away not because you were too much, but because they were too empty to hold you. And now they have done the work to expand their capacity. They are finally ready to hold the vast, beautiful, overwhelming ocean of your love. You are safe now. The waiting room is closing. You do not have to keep your armor on anymore. You do not have to keep bracing for the impact of another disappointment. The universe has seen your tears. It has heard your silent prayers, and it has orchestrated this divine reunion. You are about to be claimed not just as a lover, but as a life partner, as an equal, as the absolute center of their world. The pain of the past few months was just the friction of two souls being forced to grow individually so they could finally merge without destroying each other. The growth is done. The harvest is here. As we approach the final moments of this reading, I need you to prepare your physical and spiritual vessel for this incoming transmission. The energy is no longer just a concept. It is a physical reality rushing toward you. You need to know exactly how to ground yourself when the moment arrives, how to anchor this energy so it doesn't overwhelm your nervous system, and how to physically align your body with this new timeline of commitment and profound love. You have carried the weight of this silence for so long, Capricorn, that you have almost forgotten what it feels like to be light. You have been the strong one, the steady one, the one who holds the vision of this relationship in the ether, while the physical world remains frustratingly quiet. But I need you to hear this, and I need you to let it sink into the deepest, most guarded parts of your soul. You do not have to carry it anymore. The waiting room is officially closed. The universe has seen your tears, it has heard your silent, desperate prayers in the dark, and it has finally orchestrated the divine reunion you have been begging for. You are safe now. You are allowed to put the heavy armor down. You are allowed to be soft, to be cherished, and to finally exhale the breath you have been holding for months. I know the Capricorn fear of vulnerability. I know that part of you is still bracing for the impact, still waiting for the other shoe to drop, still convinced that if you let yourself hope, you will only be setting yourself up for another devastating disappointment. But this is not blind hope. This is divine certainty. The timeline is locked. The energy of August 2026 is not a vague possibility. It is a fixed point in your destiny. The text, the call, the profound and trembling confession is coming. They are done wandering. They are done pretending they can build a life without you. They have looked into the future, seen the absolute emptiness of a world where you are not their partner, and they have chosen to fight for you. They are coming back with a blueprint, with stability, with a fierce, unwavering commitment to never let you doubt your worth in their eyes again. As we reach the end of this reading, I need you to prepare your physical and spiritual vessel for this incoming transmission. The energy is no longer just a concept or a distant promise. It is a physical reality rushing toward you at this very second. You need to know exactly how to ground yourself when the moment arrives, how to anchor this energy so it does not overwhelm your nervous system, and how to physically align your body with this new timeline of profound, lasting love. I want you to do something with me right now, wherever you are, to seal this truth into your reality. Pause this video if you need to, or simply soften your gaze and let my voice guide you. I want you to sit up straight, plant both of your feet firmly on the floor, and feel the solid, grounding support of the earth beneath you. Now, I want you to take your dominant hand and place it gently, but firmly, right over the center of your chest, directly over your heart. Feel the warmth of your own palm. Feel the steady, rhythmic beating of your heart beneath your hand. That beat is the drum of your own divine timing. It has kept you alive, it has kept you going, and it has never stopped loving, even when you thought it was broken. Take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely, imagining you are breathing in pure, golden, healing light. Hold it for a moment, letting that warmth expand in your chest, melting away the tension, the doubt, and the old pains. And now, exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing all the anxiety, all the overthinking, and all the fear of the unknown. Let it go. You are safe. As you take another deep breath in, I want you to silently repeat this affirmation to yourself, letting the words vibrate through your entire being. I am ready to receive the love I have always deserved. I release the past, I forgive the delay, and I open my heart completely to the divine timing of my reunion. I am worthy of a love that is consistent, secure, and deeply devoted. Feel the truth of those words. Let them rewrite the old stories in your mind. You are not chasing anymore. You are attracting. You are the prize, and the universe is delivering your reward. Sit with this message for a few moments after this video ends. Do not rush back into the chaos of your day. Give your spirit a moment to integrate this profound shift. You have just downloaded a new timeline, and your energy needs a moment to calibrate to this beautiful, elevated frequency. This message did not find you by accident. The algorithm is just the modern language of divine synchronicity. Your higher self guided you to this exact video, at this exact moment, because you needed to hear this truth before the shift happens. Do not let this energy slip away. Do not close this tab and return to your old patterns of doubt. Claim this reality right now. I want you to go down to the comments section and type the words, "I claim this," in all capital letters. When you type those words, you are not just leaving a comment, you are signing a spiritual contract with the universe. You are declaring out loud that you are ready, you are open, and you are stepping into this new chapter of profound love and commitment. And if this reading resonated with your soul, if it gave you the peace and the clarity you have been searching for, please subscribe to Trusted Tarot. Join our community of souls who are actively choosing love, healing, and spiritual alignment. Hit that notification bell so you never miss the guidance that is specifically tailored for your journey. If you know someone else who is waiting for a sign, who is struggling with silence, or who needs to know that their person is coming back, share this video with them. Be the vessel of hope for someone else today, and watch how the universe multiplies that blessing in your own life. You are deeply loved, Capricorn. You are fiercely protected. And your beautiful, lasting reunion is closer than you can possibly imagine. Take a deep breath, keep your heart open, and get ready, your miracle is on its way.